I just announced that I'm gonna be a dad again.
Mazel
A dad
tov.
again?
Congratulations.
Is that what it is? A dad a second time? No.
Having another baby.
Yeah, having another baby.
Do you know the gender?
Yeah, she's a girl.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I leaked it in my album notes. I forgot that I was like writing my like the thank yous that go in the albums or whatever. And I was like, and because I had anticipated by the time the album comes out, I was like, all right, we would have definitely like spoken about it or like talked about it yet. And we just like never got around to it. And then I realized I was like, thank you to my beautiful daughters. I love you. And then 3 days ago, someone goes, oh my God, I just got a SideQuest vinyl. And I was like, oh my God, wait a second. I was like, I put something in there that is going to leak. And so, yeah, it was good. So we talked about it now.
Can we just talk about the moment? Like, how cool is that you get to thank your
I
dog?
know.
Like, what?
I know. That's pretty dope. Yeah. And I wrote, I hope that you listen to this music unironically. Because I feel like sometimes, like Lua, my daughter, she will listen. She'll be like, Dada, play Dada. And then she'll like jump up and down and dance to it. But I'm like, man, when you're like 13, 14, are you actually going to think that this is still cool? Or are you going to be like listening to it like, yeah, listen to my dad. Like, he's stupid. That's what I'm hoping doesn't happen.
What do you want to happen?
I wanted to listen to it and be like, he's so cool.
And by the way, like, to thank them on your own, like your first ever solo album.
Yeah.
It's even more
I know.
impactful.
I'm so thankful that I got to thank them both and not just one, and then have had the other one later. Like have just left one out of the. Yeah.
When your daughter's saying play Dada, is she talking about SideQuest or are you playing her 5 Sauce music or both?
Usually SideQuest.
Does she have a favorite song?
Cool is it? But she calls cool Dada. She calls Give Me a Break Dada 2. She calls Kill Me for Always. Sometimes she calls it Dada 3, but then sometimes she calls it Always. Yeah, those are usually the go-tos. And then honestly, like 5 Sauce, she does jam to it, and she likes it. She likes more the earlier stuff.
That makes
she
sense.
finds that more up her alley.
Yeah.
And then she's like big Taylor Swift fan. Like big tantrums if she can't read her Taylor Swift book at lunchtimes. Yeah.
Can we talk about her favorite song, Cool? I mean,
Yes.
Is it the story of you meeting your wife, her mom?
Cool?
I mean, well, yeah, like the lyrics are really self-deprecating, right? And honest. Also,
like all of the lyrics, yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the lyrics that I've ever written. Yeah.
It's kind of hard trying to fit into a new scene when your clothes only fit in 2015. I guess I don't see whatever she sees in me.
Yeah.
Confidence doesn't come so easily.
It doesn't. Wait, keep going.
Well, we gotta finish.
When you're the guy who caught fire with the colored hair from the band with the song about underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that song was kind of just like I don't know, like that one for me was like I tried to embrace all of the like cringe that I could embrace about myself and like channel it as much as I could into like something that was interesting. Just because I felt like there'd been such a part of me that had like pushed away a lot of like early influences and like sort of like aesthetics and even just kind of like lyrical tones and stuff of sort of like things that aren't very like cool. And I was kind of in a bit of a headspace of like, oh, this has to be cool. It has to be, like what's the cool guy gonna think about, just like shit like that. And I feel like doing cool was sort of a way to be like, okay, how can I just like completely get out of that and like embrace all of it and just like say shit that makes me like do a little bit of that, like a lot of the lyrics in it, like skinny jeans and then like guy who caught fire, like just a lot of it makes me kind of like cringe a little bit, which like is what really makes me love it and connect with it. Cause like I'm a bit cringe as a person. And I think I'm like a lot of SideQuest is just kind of like channeling that into a way that's like, I don't know, just being unafraid to just like do like, you know, the whole point of doing kind of like solo projects for us, particularly in our band, and sort of like be able to embrace our own kind of like artistic endeavors is like do the thing that's so authentically us. And I think that for me was like, how do I find like what's super authentically me and what's
This entire album is that.
yeah,